Yo, what's good? What's good? It's your friendly neighborhood Minecraft sheep, and I'm gonna get straight into it. R slash am I the asshole? Yes. Let's judge people on the internet. So pretty much, I picked out 3 stories from this subreddit, and I'm going to read them out and judge whether they are the asshole or not. Pretty simple. So let's get straight into it. Okay, so the first story that I picked out reads, am I the asshole for kicking my sister out for how she reacted to my pregnancy announcement? Did I say pregnancy? It don't matter. Mom passed 4 years ago, and my sister and I received inheritance. All Mom owned was split between us equally except for her house. In her will, she wrote, the house goes to whoever has kids in the future to help the grandchildren. Ah, shit, I already see where this is going. But anyway, then mentioned that if me and my sister have kids, we'll split the value in half. It was obvious my sister and her previously child-free husband wanted the house so bad, cause within weeks of the funeral she announced she was pregnant but couldn't keep it since she announced miscarriage days later. Big oof. She didn't stop till she had a son over a year later. She kept getting involved in my marriage and advising me to reconsider because of my husband's condition that had us suffer from infertility. He was also in remission for his mental condition when he had an accident, goddamn, that impacted his jaw and left leg. Recovery's been long and draining. We got help from nobody. The past years were awful. F in the chat. Also, it's kind of whack that OP's sister only tried to have a baby after the mom died. It just seems like she just wanted a free house. Not very understandable, but anyway, my sister kept referring to my mom's house as officially her son's since she has a kid and I won't. Okay, I fucked that up. I don't slash won't. There we go. 10 out of 10 reading. Till my husband and I found out we are expecting recently. We invited family over to make the announcement. Yo, like this fucking video if I have 10 out of 10 reading skills. Anyway, God damn it, where the fuck was I at? Okay, found it. Anyway, we invited the family over to make the announcement. When she heard, she was shocked. Ooh. She asked if I was serious. Yeah, I just invite my entire family over on a special occasion, announce that I'm pregnant, but it's just a prank, bro. Okay, anyway, she asked if I was serious and called me unbelievable to go as far as to lie, so I get to share her kid's house. Okay. I was speechless. I would be too. She said even if I was pregnant, we shouldn't be parents and brought up my husband's BPD, ignoring he recovered. Brought up his disability, which he got rehab for, saying this was a mistake because she never expected me to stay with my husband after everything. Yo, that's fucked up. Yeah, yo sister more toxic than fucking Xbox Live Chat and Chernobyl combined, so that sucks. Alright, third paragraph reads, my husband heard that but kept smiling at her as she listed reasons why why we should reconsider keeping this baby. Ah yes, please abort your baby so I can have a free house, thank you. I argued that we decide it's none of her business and my husband got involved and sarcastically said oh, Aunt Helen is just mad that she'll have to share Mama's house. Just say it. It's written all over your face. God damn, savage. Alright, and the last paragraph of this reads, this upset her a lot, I imagine. It escalated and I told her and brother-in-law to leave. My dad and aunt, whatever, told me not to, but I kicked her out. My aunt said my sister was surprised and under the impression me and my husband weren't going to work due to several reasons including infertility, so she was right to react this way. Adding she didn't appreciate what my husband said and the house is the last of my sister's worries because she promised to look after me when my mom passed. They want me to apologize and resolve this. Am I the asshole? So your family thinks that whenever your sister lashes out and acts like a bitch because of a pregnancy announcement, it's fine. But when your husband makes a sarcastic remark because she's acting like a little bitch, that's a problem. Okay. So pretty much my final judgment: OP, not the asshole. OP's husband, not the asshole. OP's sister, you need some fucking help. Alright, next story of the day reads, am I the asshole for throwing a death day party? It was in poor taste, but I had a reason. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, I used to work with this guy who started to harass me at work, then also outside of work, showing up random places I was at. After a short while, it became really clear it wasn't a coincidence. It was pretty upsetting and scary. I ended up going to the cops about it, not feeling like they took it seriously, then moving apartments and switching jobs and getting a new car and changing my usual places I'd go just to put a stop to it. My friends were really affected by this too. They often had to deal with being out somewhere and having to leave because this person showed up. He basically became like a boogeyman to me and my friend group. Anyway, it had it had been over a year since he motherfucker. It had been over a year since he'd shown up anywhere I was at, but I definitely felt less safe in general. Then we found out he had passed away. Oh, okay. And one of my friends saw an obituary online. It was really unexpected. He was young and healthy. Not healthy up in the brain, but anyway, my friends told me, worried I'd be having some complicated emotions about it. But honestly, the only thing I felt about that news was a lot of relief, understandable, and happiness. Like, I'd been held down by stress for a long time, but I'd finally had a weight lifted off my shoulders. I felt absolutely joyous. Riding on that high, I suggested our little group of friends have a party to celebrate. Damn, bro, my man got the fucking Hitler treatment where people literally celebrating the fact that he died. But anyway, 5 of my closest friends were down. We met up at my place for the first time in a while. I'd been worried about my house being identified by their cars. We had a fun party. It was mostly just an excuse to get some friends together and let loose. But a few things happened, and I know people might find distasteful. We called it a death day party and toasted to that. And when we went to pee, we'd joke about pouring one out for the deceased. I talked briefly about appreciating my friends a lot for being there for me so much, but mostly we just hung out and had fun. The trouble started when we mentioned stuff about the party to our local to, to our larger social circle. We all do a sport together and we have a lot of friends or acquaintances in the sport. I said that the guy had died and I'd thrown a party, and some of my friends mentioned the toast and some mentioned the dark jokes. We didn't think much of saying this, like we thought everyone would understand why this was something worth feeling re- relieved about. That's a word. But a lot of the team felt that the theme of the party and what went on there was super distasteful, that I'm gross and vindictive to take joy in that. And I might actually be suspended from the team because my coach thinks I'm representing the team and club badly. I feel like they would have a point if circumstances were different and this guy wasn't like a literal boogeyman in my life for some time. But I feel like if anyone understood what it was like, they'd be partying it up too. Am I the asshole for throwing a party when I found out my stalker unexpectedly passed away? While I do think it's fucked up to celebrate somebody's death and the fact that they died, I think in this person's situation, it's understandable. So my final judgment, it's kind of mean, but I get it. All right, so not the asshole. Alright, last story of the day reads, am I the asshole for not talking to my mother? Let's read this shit. Okay, so the last 2 to 3 years have been really hectic. 25-year-old female due to not being able to find a job after graduating. I had to return back to my hometown that I've always hated and my parents' house. It was sort of all good when I worked and helped paying the parents' bank debt and house bills, but then due to the virus, I found myself unemployed and it all went downhill from there. My mother would turn every little thing into a huge angry argument. She would often call me names, belittle me, and curse me, my brother and father, saying she lives with insane people who ruin her life. Wait a minute, don't your father live with your mom? So whatever. I'm a quiet person and I hate getting angry and shouting, so at some point I realized talking logically to her did absolutely nothing. Why would it? So I would quietly shut myself in my room and play video games with friends. Almost a month ago, a friend called me to go on a vacation with him and some other friends. I thought it'd be a great idea to calm my massive anxiety issues, which have had peaked due to my mother's behavior, and maybe look for a job in that city while I'm at it. She was not having it. She said she wanted to talk to me about my trip and turned the conversation into an aggressive interrogation. I didn't like it, and even my dad told her that that's not how you make conversation. She sort of calmed, not claimed, what the fuck, calmed down after a week and 2 days ago when I told her when my flight is. She started interrogating me, so I got angry, and she got even angrier and started cursing me once again, saying how stupid I am and that I'm confusing normal conversations with interrogations. Right now, she pretends I don't exist, and tomorrow is my flight. But I don't feel like talking to her, and to be honest, I think she would just respond to me in a toxic way and cause me an anxiety attack once again. You're probably having a fucking anxiety attack trying to hear me read all this shit. But anyway, yet again, am I the asshole for not wanting to talk to her before she does on her own accord? And here we have another family member who's even more toxic than Fortnite players doused in radioactive waste. Anyway, my final judgment for the final story of today, OP didn't do nothing wrong, in my opinion, not the asshole. OP's mom, very much a pee head. And that's all for today. I might make a series out of this, maybe not, but if you made it this far, appreciate it. Feed me views. But anyway, like I said, that's all. See ya.